Welcome to Us in Code. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Please like and subscribe for more fun videos like this. In C++, a constructor is a special member function of a class that is automatically called when an object of that class is created. Its primary purpose is to initialize the object's data members. Constructors are unique because they have the same name as the class and do not have a return type, not even void. Key features of constructors. Initialization. A constructor initializes the object's state when it is created. No return type. Unlike other functions, constructors don't have a return type. Automatic invocation. When you create an object, the constructor is called automatically. This example defines a rectangle class that allows you to create rectangle objects with either default or user-defined dimensions. It demonstrates the use of constructors to initialize the object's properties, specifically the length and width of the rectangle. The class includes functions to calculate the area of the rectangle and display its dimensions. The program creates two rectangle objects, one using the default constructor and the other using the parameterized constructor with specific values for length and width. It then calculates and displays the area of one of the rectangles. The code highlights basic object-oriented concepts such as constructors, member functions, and object creation, including the IStream library to enable input and output functionality. Using the standard namespace so that we do not have to prefix std: to comment standard library objects like cout. Class definition: rectangle. This class represents a rectangle and contains data members to store its dimensions, length and width. Private variable to store the length of the rectangle. Private variable to store the width of the rectangle. Default constructor initializes the object with default values. The default constructor is called when no arguments are passed during object creation. Sets the length of the rectangle to 0 by default. Sets the width of the rectangle to 0 by default. This message helps to verify that the default constructor has been called. Parameterized constructor initializes the object with specific values passed by the user. This constructor allows us to create a rectangle with specific length and width values. Sets the length of the rectangle to the value passed as an argument L. Sets the width of the rectangle to the value passed as an argument W. This message helps to verify that the parameterized constructor has been called. Function to calculate the area of the rectangle. This function multiplies the length and width to calculate the area. The area of the rectangle is calculated by multiplying the length and the width. Returns the area, length * width. Function to display the dimensions of the rectangle. This function simply outputs the current length and width of the rectangle. Displays the dimensions, length and width of the rectangle. Destructor, a function that is called automatically when an object is destroyed. It is used to clean up any resources if needed, although not necessary in this simple example. A simple message to indicate when an object is destroyed. Main function, entry point of the program. Creating a rectangle object using the default constructor. This will call the default constructor, setting length and width to 0. Calls the display function to show the rectangle's dimensions, length and width. Creating another rectangle object using the parameterized constructor. This calls the parameterized constructor with specific values for length and width. calls the display function to show the rectangle's dimensions. Length equals 10, width equals 5. Calculating and displaying the area of rect2 using the calculate area function. Calls the calculate area function to compute and print the area. The destructors will automatically be called when the objects go out of scope at the end of main. The program ends here, and control is returned to the operating system. Now run our code. That's it for today, folks. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.